Okay. Good morning, everyone. Are you all able to see my screen? Can you all give me a thumbs up? Can you all hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up if everything is okay? All right, can. Thank you very much. All right, now let's continue. Today we are going to go through the remaining half of 2021 paper 1 end of year examination questions. Okay, so we are left with only about 5 pages and we should end very, very soon. Hopefully we can end within half an hour. Okay, let's begin with our first question for question number 14. This one over here, simplify the following. Okay, there's quite a number of tricks or whichever concepts that's going to be tested in this question. Number one, first thing before we do any cancellation or whichever, let's try to make sure that everything is being factorized in their proper factors. So out of these, right, which is the one that can, which portion of the expression can be factorized? You'll notice that this one over here, a squared minus 4 can be factorized, right? So we're going to use this property, a squared minus b squared equals to, it can be factorized into what? Do you know? Anyone? Haven't worked out the money.
A minus B, A minus B. A minus B,
A plus B, A minus B.
Thank you very much. A plus B, A minus B, correct. Okay, A minus B, both correct. Okay, so this one can be, so what can we change 4 into? We can change 4 into what number square? 4 is what number square? Square. So this one will become A minus 2, A plus 2. Okay, so now we've had the first part over here. This one, we know this one is being changed already. Next thing, let's handle the negative 2a whole thing to the power of 4. When you have negative 2a whole thing to the power of 4, this power of 4 must apply to negative 2, also must apply to the letter a. So in this case, it will appear as negative 2 to the power of 4, a to the power of 4. Many students write it this way, but then if you use a calculator to calculate this number in this way, it may not be correct. You must remember, this is the whole thing to the power of 4. The negative sign also have to the power of 4. So you need to include brackets itself. So if you do not include the brackets, you may not get the correct answer through your calculator. So in this case, if you work out this number in your calculator, the whole thing with negative 2 to the power of 4 will give you the number 16, a to the power of 4. Okay? So after this, now we have factorized some of the portions. We simplified whatever that's in the brackets. Then we take a look at some of the denominators over here. This is just a times b to the power of 5 and a minus 2 on its own. So there's nothing we can do to cancel. Okay, so now what we are going to handle, target next is we're going to handle the division sign. When we do division, we need to change it to multiplication and we swap the fraction at the back. So now I'm going to plug in all the different components after we have simplified them. So negative 2a to the power of 4, this one over here have changed to 16a to the power of 4 over b squared. And next, we are going to flip the fraction. So this will be ab to the power of 5, a minus 2 over, and we are going to change this. This portion over here has been changed to our factorized form, a minus 2, a plus 2. Okay. Now, next, then we are going to simplify this. What are the terms or whichever that we can cancel away? This one is very obvious. A minus 2 can be cancelled. Now, during your exam, when you do your working, please write neatly or present it neatly so that the teacher won't think that, oh, you're just like cancelling out the working. Because this one have 1 mark in the working, right? The factorization showing that you know how to factorize. So you need to show the working neatly so that they can give you the marks. Okay. Then next thing, what other things can we do to cancel out certain information? Okay, I have factors, so I have 16. Then let's take a look at the factor a to the power of 4, and a. So there's 4 over here. I multiply by 1 more. That will give me a to the power of 5. Okay. And next, B, I have the letter B over here, B to the power 5 on top, B to the power 2 below. So B5 over B squared. On top got 5, bottom got 2, we cancel out. So we are left with 3. That will be at the top. So B to the power 3. And last but not least, do not forget your factor, A plus 2. So this will be our answer. Have you gotten the answer? Okay. Should be okay, right? This question? Okay, then I'm going to go on to the next page already. Today a short day. Okay, next page. Okay, this question's over here. Okay, this one I really need to explain a little bit more because I scared some of you forgotten already. So the intensity of a radiation P units is inversely proportional. So what is inversely proportional? K times or K divide?
K divide.
Hmm?
K
K
divide.
divide. Yes, thank you. So this is P, correct, divide. So P equals to K over, but remember to read the words, square of the distance. Square of the distance. So this one will be D square. Remember to square. Okay, from the radioactive salt. Find a percentage change in the radiation when the distance is decreased by 20%. So now this question is going to look for percentages. If that is the case, P, this is my original amount. This one original amount of here, this thing will be, my original amount will be 100%. Okay, now they say that the distance, so what happened to the D, right? Decreased by 20%. So originally is 100%. I decreased by 20%. I'm left with 80%. But remember, we want to find 80% as a value itself, not a percentage. So 80% change to decimal form, that will be 0.8 of D, our original value. So this one, the D changed to a new value, 0.8 of D. Okay, so now we are going to find, plug into our equation to find the new value for P, but it's going to be in terms of a percentage. So K over, right, what happened to the D? This whole thing is D square. Remember, put the brackets for the whole thing. Okay, because the new percentage itself also have a difference in the value. So it's D square. So D, the whole new value for D with a bracket square. So now what is the new value for D? My new value of D is 0.8 D. So I'll put my 0.8 D, the whole thing square. Okay, this step very important. Remember to put brackets, whole thing square. So next, you need to square the number 0.8, you square D. Okay, so in that case, we get K over 0.8 whole thing square will give you 0.64. Then the other one is just D square. Okay, so I know that the new value, it looks something like that, but the question asked me for a percentage change. So the question asked me for percentage change. So if I'm going to look for P in terms of percentage, right, what am I going to do? My original value, K over D square, this one is 100%. Okay, so this one is 100%. So I have this one over here. This is actually 1 over 0.64. So I'm going to take 1 over my 0.64 times my 100%. So I take 100 divided by 0.64, and that gives me a new value, 156.25%. Okay, and now they ask me for percentage change. So originally 100%, now 156.25%. So what is the percentage change? That will be 56.25% change. Okay, do you need me to explain this question again? Any part not familiar or you need some clarification? If you find that you need me to explain this question again, you put a cross, then I try to explain again. If you are okay with it, then you give me a tick or thumbs up. Then I'll move on to the next question.
What is 80% 0.8?
80%, how do you convert percent to value?
Divide by 100.
So 80 you divide by 100 will give you 0.8 lor.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, I see someone with a cross. Let me explain this whole question again now. First part, the intensity of radiation P inversely proportional to square of the distance. So inversely proportional means this one will be K over. So this one will be K over K divide, right? So K divide by something inversely proportional. Square of the distance. So you put your D whole thing square. Okay, remember put your D whole thing square. Find a percentage change when the distance is decreased by 20%. So originally, distance is the letter D, yeah? So original value is 100%, decreased by 20%, left 80%. So it's 80% of the distance, which is D. So you notice I take 80% times D. But 80 is just a percentage. I need to change it to a value. So I divide by 100 to change it to 0.8 D. Okay, so now I know that this one is my original. I'm going to plug in to find my new percentage. So according to equation, P equals to K over the new value of D whole thing square. So I'll put a bracket to encompass the whole new value over here. So many students will just write 0.8 D then square. This is not correct because the 0.8 also need to take in the square. So you must remember to put a pair of brackets over here. Okay, so after I plug this into my equation, 0.8 D whole thing square, I apply my square to 0.8. So 0.8, you square already, you get a number 0.64. Okay, they did not give me any numbers, they tell me percentage. So I know that the original one over here, this is 100%. Correct. So the moment I see K over D square, I replace this in terms of a percentage. I replace it as 100%. Now this 0.64 is in the denominator. So it's supposed to be divided by 0.64. So we take 100% divide by 0.64 to give you 156.25%. So this one just leave it to the calculator. But they want a percentage change. So originally 100, now 156.25 over here. So the percentage change will be just 56.25%. Is that okay? Can? If you are more or less okay already, you can give me a thumbs up. Then I'll continue for the next question. Okay, thank you. All right, good. Looks okay, if not, then you can still ask me a bit later, huh? Okay, next question, this one. The cost T of supplying X unit of electricity to a household is given in this table below, blah, blah, blah. Show your working clearly. Determine if P is directly proportional to X. This one. For this type of question, there are many different ways to prove, but one of the very simple way is, they ask you, is it true that T is directly proportional to X? What do I need to check? If it's directly proportional, if it's directly proportional, T will be K times X, right? So what we need to do, we need to check this constant K. So how do I get this constant K? I take T divide by X. I need to check this constant K. Is it the same K throughout for all the values given in my table? Okay, for all these sets of values given in my table. So you notice that your table have a set of value of T. Which one is the T? Look carefully. This is your value for T, yeah? And this is the value for X. So what we are going to do, we are going to check, is the value for this constant K same throughout for all set of data values. If the k is the same value throughout, that means yes, this is in a direct proportion, constantly the same. If it's not, then I will say that it's not directly proportional. So what do? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sets of data. When t equals to 22, x equals to 100, k equals to 22 over 100. Let me simplify this. 11 over 50. When t equals to 44, x equals to 200, k equals to 44 over 200. 44 divided 200, 11 over 58. Looks the same, huh? This one is the same. But continue, must check for all sets of data value applicable. When t equals to 120, x equals to 500, k equals to 120 over 500. This doesn't look the same. This is 6 over 25. Okay, by right, I have 4 sets of data. I can continue to finish up the 4th set of data. Okay, but it's very obviously one anomaly down here. The moment you notice that one of them different from the rest, therefore the constant is not the same. Okay, you notice that since the constant, how to spell constant? C-O-N. I suddenly start. Anyone help me spell constant? Is it this one? Yeah, I think so. Wait. Is it? Okay. Since the constant k is not the same value throughout, same value for all t and x, therefore the t, answer to a question, t is not directly proportional, P-R-O-P-O-R-T-I, to x. Okay? Can take a look. So this one very simple, straightforward. Okay. Something to sidetrack a little bit also. If a line, okay, if t is directly proportional to x, it will usually be of the form y equals to mx, or rather t equals to a constant x. Okay, or in this case, this k itself is actually m, like a gradient. So if you represent it in a graphical form, okay, for all things that are directly proportional, whichever, they are actually a straight line. The graph is in the form of a straight line. Not only is it going to be a straight line, you'll notice that there is no y-intercept. Okay, that means it passes through the origin because the y-intercept is 0. So it passes through the origin. 0, 0. So if you were to have a directly proportional graph, it will be a straight line graph and it passes through the original. Just in case if they ask you to draw the graph or whatever and ask you whether is it directly proportional. Okay, so these are a few different methods that you can use to show straight whether is it directly proportional or not. Okay, can I continue reading next question? My aim is to finish up at 9:30. Can I? Cannot. No response. Okay, then I continue. Then I continue next question. Okay, can I got one thumbs up. Okay, next question. Last few questions already. Okay, a bit longer, but I try to do a little bit slower to explain the details. The points over here lie on the curve given by this equation. Now, you notice the version that we had in common test, WA, is they give you a certain number, they give you the x coordinate, the x-intercept, right? Then you work backwards to find the equation. But now, these values over here are not the x-intercepts or y-intercepts. And my equation have two unknowns got letter A, letter B. Please bear in mind, X and Y are actually sets of values. They are not unknown, okay? They are variables of the equation. A and B is the unknown. So what can we actually do? We are going to use our minimal information from here. This is my X value and this is my Y value. Two sets of value. When X equals to the number, first one, -2, and Y equals to number 11. What am I going to do with these two numbers? Plug them into your equation over here. So Y, okay, my equation, Y equals to AX squared plus BX plus 4. So Y is now replaced by the number 11, X squared. Please be careful with negative numbers. Teachers always try to trap you all for negative number. Sometimes not that you all don't know the concept, but careless mistake. B times X. X is -2 plus 4. Okay. Let's form an equation over here. So -2 whole thing square gives you +4, not -4, huh? If not, you make mistakes already. Then this is -2B plus 4. Okay, Leshan got disconnected. Okay, then now what can we do? We form an equation from here. 4A minus 2B equals to, I'm going to shift this over, 11 minus 4, that gives me 7. Then from here, obviously, you get one equation already. I write it as 2. 4A minus 2B equals to 7. So equation number 1. So when you notice there are two variables, usually you need to solve a quadratic equation. Okay? Not quadratic, a simultaneous equation. Oh, what am I talking about? So sorry. Okay, when you have two unknowns, you will usually need to solve a simultaneous equation. So forming one equation is definitely not enough. We use the other set of information. So now, X equals to what value? X equals to 4, right? Then Y will be equals to -1. Suddenly, no sound. Am I too used to talking to myself? Hello, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, very, very good. Still got people alive. Okay.
Also alive.
Maybe can help me plug in the values and form the equation? What is the equation?
-1 equals to A4 squared plus B4 plus 4.
Thank you very much. So in this case, -1 equals to 16A plus 4B plus 4. Similarly, I'm going to make the equation. I'll shift this over. This one over here. So this one become -4. -1 minus 4 is -5. Okay, 16A plus 4B. With that, I get my second equation, 16A plus 4B equals to -5. Equation number 2. And take a look, how many marks is this? 4 marks. So probably here only got like, I don't know, forming the equations, maybe both equations get 1 mark, or one equation 1 mark. I'm also not very sure. Okay, but anyway, so now we're going to solve a simultaneous equation. So I have my first equation, 4A minus 2B equals to 7. Then my second one is 16A plus 4B equals to 5, -5. Question, do you want to make, okay, I'll do elimination.
Elimination.
Yeah, elimination. Do you want to eliminate, you want to make A the same or you want to make B the same?
A the same.
The same, huh? Okay, can. Who is that? That one sounds like who? Jik
Me.
Yao Min?
Yeah.
Yes, Jihang, it's me.
Hey, shut up.
Yao Min. Okay, so I want to make, according to Yao Min, he want to make A the same. If you want to make A the same, so I need to make them the same number of units. So this is 4A. What do I need to do?
Times 4.
So I'm going to times 4. So this one I'll times 4. Equation 1 I multiply by 4 times 4 times 4 throughout to every single term. So equation 1 multiplied by 4, I get 16A, 8B, 2% on the draw, and 28, correct? Then now I write my equation number 2, 16a for b is -5.
Same
Now,
sign subtract.
yes, thank you very much. We look at the sign. We look at the sign for the variable that we want to make the same. There are sometimes students will go and think that the sign is look at this sign. This is not true. Not look at this sign, okay? You look at the sign over here for the values that we try to make the same. So for this one, like what Yami said just now, they are the same sign. So same sign, subtract. Okay, S. Different sign you add. So now these are both same sign. Both of them are positive. For 16, I'm going to subtract. Prevent you for careless mistake, I should write it down. 60a minus 60a, no more. This is -8b minus 4b. Okay, this one is 28 minus -5. So intuitively, usually, I will prefer to make b the same because they are different sign and I just need to add. Because students usually do subtraction, they forget the sign or they do some careless mistake somewhere and then they get the answer wrong. It's such a pity. But actually, you all know your stuff, just that not careful enough. Okay, so those who do this method, so please take note, this one will be -12b, and this one is 28 minus -5 to give you 33. The answer is not a nice number. What's the answer? What do you get? Nobody answered me. Oi, nobody answered me. Is this a correct answer? Or -11/4? Do you get this answer?
-11/4.
Okay, I got this answer. So, okay, I'm not the only one. So it should be correct, right? But after I found B already, I need to find A. So I can substitute value for B equals to -11/4 into any one of the equation. I just choose one for convenience sake. For A minus 2 times -11/4 equals to 7. For A plus 11/2 equals to 7. For A equals to 7 minus 11/2 is 3/2. Divide by 4, 3/8. Or, what's 3/8? 0.375. So we got both our answers. Are these correct? Did you get it correct? Those who got it correct, those who managed to get this question correct, give me a tick. 1.
I got it correct.
Very good. So you managed to form the equation on top. Wow, it's not bad, eh? Yeah, okay, see, Jihan, how come wrong? Careless mistake, or you didn't form the equation on top?
Too long, don't know how to do.
But you see, this kind of question 4 marks, cannot leave blank, must try, okay, must try, okay. So intuitively, when you see that there's nothing else really, only the numbers, plug them into equation and try to find something, okay? Can? All right. Okay, that means it looks like this question is not bad. Quite a good attempt rate. We'll finish our last 2 pages. Okay, yes, so happy today. Right. Now, inside the diagram, these are the following straight lines or whichever. Okay, we have AB parallel to each other, AB parallel to CD. So I'm going to bring out my favorite few letters again. What's my favorite few letter for angles? First one, letter F. What is the reason for letter F? What kind of angles do we have?
I forgot.
I forgot. I give you a clue starts with C.
Corresponding angles.
Thank you. Corresponding angles on parallel lines. After letter F, anyone remember any other letter?
X.
U.
X, U, yes. Letter U, or rather letter C also can. This one is
Period angles on a pair of parallel lines.
As interior angles on parallel lines. Okay, after letter U, any more? Somebody?
Z.
Yes, letter Z. Letter Z, this is alternate.
Alternate angles.
Yes. And one more, no parallel line, but letter X.
Vertically opposite angle.
Thank you. Vertically opposite angles. Of course, there are other type of angles, whichever that we also may need to use lah, but these are just the major ones. So for me, right, I know that there are so many parallel lines already. Let me try and observe first. Alamak, they never give me any angle. If they never give me angle, maybe I need to find something on my own. Oh, the question asked me to find a similar triangle. Similar means angles are the same throughout, but the triangle, one big, one small, okay, different in size. So a triangle similar to AQS. So I want to find a triangle similar to AQ and angle S. So I'm going to need to find angles that are similar, the same. So any triangle, if they have all three angles that are the same or whichever, or at least two the same, the third one will be the same definitely, then they will be similar. So it's very obvious why I have one parallel line here and another parallel line here. So obviously this one is like a letter F corresponding angle. This angle will be the same. This angle will be the same. Therefore, angle A will still be the same as well. So if I were to label this down, I will know that angle AQS, angle Q corresponds to angle B. Same angle, angle S corresponds to angle C, same angle. And which other angles they say the same? Angle A. So name a triangle similar to AQS. Now let's go in order. AQS, then the triangle will be ABC. Okay, please try not to mix it up. Okay, but obviously, anyone got this answer? Anyone got a different answer? There's another different answer. Anyone got a different answer? No, nobody got a different answer. Wow, all same one. Okay, let me show you. There's actually another different answer. Why? Because I have one more pair of parallel lines here. Firstly, we can have vertically opposite angles. If that's the case, let me write down AQS. Angle S corresponds to angle S, vertically opposite angle. Secondly, wow, I have a fire engine going on. Okay, secondly, I have this angle, alternate angles on parallel lines. Okay, this one over here. So angle Q corresponds to angle D. Last but not least, if that's the case, angle A will correspond to angle C. So another alternative answer, AQS, will be similar to triangle CDS as well. Okay, so there are a couple of the different, don't know what happened. Okay, there's a couple of different answers. Okay, a variety of answers. So there are technically two different kind of similar triangles over here. Okay, then we need you to take a look. Then now the next question say calculate the length of SC. So there are many different ways where you can find the triangles with you. Now since I've actually identified both the triangles, which are the triangles that can help me to find SC? I got a couple of different measurements available. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw out my triangle first. So let's say AQS. This one is supposed to be a bigger one, right? Oh, the ambulance left. Okay, let me draw out. So AQS, let me plug in my value. AS is 12.6. Let me read the question again. AS is 12.6. SD 10, R to S 8, Q to R is 6. So Q to S, technically speaking, Q to S, this one over here is 6 plus 8, 14. Okay, I got quite a number. So I have, I want to find SC, right? There are a few different kind of triangles that I can use. Okay, one of them I can use the bigger one, ABC. Okay, or in this case, I can also use CDS, right? If you were to notice CDS, you see that CDS there's a length over here, right? I can also use CDS. So, which triangle do y'all prefer to use? Maybe y'all can tell me what do y'all use? Do y'all use ABC or do y'all use CDS? Or y'all leave blank?
ABC.
ABC, yeah. Okay, then I'll use ABC. If not, I do a different working, then it doesn't match your working, then it's not good, right? So do ABC, the larger one. So remember, if it's ABC, let's find out the corresponding measurements. Okay, what do I have for ABC? Alamak, I almost have nothing for ABC, but I know that this small portion over here is 12.6. SC is the portion that I want, that's the letter S down here. So this whole expression from here to here is actually 12.6 plus SC. Okay? Or, yeah, plus SC. Then next, I need to think, oh, how am I going to find what is BC? Right? BC is made out of 6 plus 8 plus 10. So this is 6 plus 8 plus 10. That will be 24. So now when we do our working, take the corresponding pair of ratio. Okay, take the corresponding. The small over the bigger one. So this one will be 14 over 24 equals to the smaller one, 12.6 over 12.6 plus SC. Okay, then this is just purely an equation. We're going to solve the equation. So first step, cross multiplication. So we get 14 times 12.6. That will give you 176.4 plus 14 SC. And this one, 24 times 12.6. That gives me 302.4. Minus away 176.4, that gives me 126. SC equals to divide by 14, 9. Answer. Anyone manage to get the answer from the equation? You understand what's happening? Can have maybe you can give me a reaction, tick tick, or whichever. Okay, not. Okay, do you get it correct? Okay. No. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so now let's move on. So we're done found for SC already. Next part, let's try to find PS. How to find PS? Is there any other questions or triangle that might be similar to PS or whichever? No idea. Okay, let's see. I also don't know. Okay, they want us to find PS. That means I must find something related to triangle PS, right? If anyone can identify any triangle that might be similar, let me erase all this away so that I can see my things clearly. Oh, too many things already. Now I want to find PS. Let me try and observe PS. PS is over here. This
PC.
length. PC, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
PS with the triangle PC. Yes. I can have a smaller triangle over here, right? And then a bigger triangle over here. Let's see, do I have measurements? I got SC. Oh, yes, I can have measurements. Okay, so we identify we're going to use these two triangles. For PC, we found PC just now to be 9C. SC just now to be 9 cm already, right? So I should plug in this part of the formula. So let me draw out these two similar triangles. The smaller one, PSR, and the slightly bigger one, PCB. Okay, let's plug in our numbers. RS is 8. RS is 8. This one I want to find. So PC, the whole of PC is this question mark plus 9. So it's PS plus 9. So PS is this portion over here that I need to find. S. Then plus this portion over here is 9, what we found just now. Okay, so the whole thing over here will be PS plus 9. But I need to know what is BC because the corresponding side over here, this is RS. I need to know what is BC. Let's find out what is BC. Okay, BC, the whole thing over here. Oh, this part and this part. I got no numbers. Is there any number that I can have? No, this part I don't have. I don't have a number for this side. Okay, let me think. Do I have any other portions that I might find? Yeah, anyone tried this question? What is your solution? What happens if I use another triangle? Give me a minute, let me check. Did I miss out anything on my... What about the rest of you? What are your, which triangles do you all use? Oh, suddenly no response. Okay. Why you all like that? Quick, anyone help? What do we do? What do y'all do? Normally you use this question. Do you manage to find an answer for this question? I don't have the length for BC. Can I use QR? Can I use QR and whichever instead? If I don't use similar triangle, yes, somebody gave me a check. Which triangle? BC equals to 24. How do BC equals to 24? How do you know BC is equals to 24? Oh, use
I
proportion.
think he just added 6 plus 8 plus 10.
The whole thing? Is it?
Yeah, that's what he did, I think. I don't know who did that.
Is it 6 plus 1? Oh, alamak. Okay, yeah, correct. Yeah, it's a parallelogram. Oh my God, what was I doing? Haven't I gotten BC somewhere just now? Oh yeah, okay, sorry, my brain just suddenly, oh yeah, correct. Yeah, see lah, must write, when I find certain thing, I must write in the number. I never write the number. Okay, 24. Yeah, we gotten BC just now. That BC is 24. Ayo, gong. Okay, sorry. Sorry, my brain jammed early in the morning. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so now we have a pair of corresponding sides. Okay, if no corresponding sides cannot find out, then I have to find using other triangles again. But yeah, thankfully, somebody reminded me and tell me that BC is 24. Thank you very much. So if you take the ratio of the corresponding sides, 8/24 equals to PS over PS plus 9. Then this one is just the equation. We can cross multiply and we should be able to solve the equation. So 8 times PS plus 8 times 9 and then 24 PS. Okay, then we try to combine everything together. 24 minus 8. 16 PS. And PS will be equals to 72 divided by 16, 4.5 cm. Yay! Is it correct now? Is it correct now? Okay, Okay. Then, okay, I should not drag time. Last page. So this one, okay? Can? Then we go on to the last page already, Last page. Over here. Find the sum. Oh, it's a polygon. Okay, polygon, we need to recall two types of formulas. What is the angle sum of interior, sum of interior angles in a polygon? So sum of interior angles in a polygon is given by the formula n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Okay, but looking at this one, this is not even a regular polygon. Okay, and then we should need to find, they say A, B, C, D, E is a polygon, and you have A, E, where A, E, F, and D, E, G are straight lines. Find the sum of interior angles of polygon A, B, C, D, and E. Interesting question. So technically, I need to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5-sided. So don't care what is the how the polygon is or whichever, right? They are 5-sided, so my n is equals to 5. So the sum of interior angle will be 5 minus 2 times 180 degrees. 3 times 180, that will give me 540. Okay, correct lah, 540. Then let's take a look. Show with geometric reasons that angle DEF, they want to find this angle over here, is equals to CED minus 180. Okay, I don't know how to find this angle, but I know in total A, B, G, F, and this whole angle, okay, is supposed to give me 540. And second thing, I know this is a straight line, so this is definitely 180 degrees. And then they want me to find DEF, right? But DEF over here, I have, what other things do I have? If I want to find DEF, I know everything add together is 540. Oops, somebody left. Okay, then I need to find this small angle over here. How am I going to find this small angle over here? How am I going to find this small angle over here? Okay, no response again. Anyone got any idea how do you actually come up with your solution other than me telling you the solution? I know that the whole thing is, this whole straight line is 180, right? Or rather, this whole straight line is also 180, right? How do I find this portion of the angle? If I can find this small portion of the angle, GEF also can, I'll be able to find DEF, right? But then this part of the angle here is inside the quadrilateral. What is this quadrilateral? GEF, right? Inside this quadrilateral over here, right? It's a quadrilateral. It's a quadrilateral. What is the total number of angles? Nobody give me an answer. It's a quadrilateral. What's the total sum of the angles over here with this angle?
360.
Thank you. Very good. So our first aim, if I want to find angle DEF, my first aim is let me find GEF first. So first one, angle GEF is equals to, Yao Ming say all the angles add up together is 360, right? 360, subtract away angle C, subtract away angle E, subtract away angle D. Am I right? So
Yes.
GEF is this. Then given that if I know GEF, angle DEF, how to find? DEF are angles on one straight line. The two of them add up to 180 degrees. Am I right? So in order to find DEF, that will be 180 minus angle GEF, which is 180 minus the whole thing that we have found, the whole expression we found over here. 360 minus C minus E minus D. further simplify this 180 minus 360. 180 minus 360, this one not
180.
negative
Negative.
negative 180 minus times minus. What will happen to all the sign?
Positive.
Q plus C plus E plus D. So simplifying and rearranging it to the pattern that they want, C plus E plus D minus 180 shown. Okay. So given our triangles or whichever, we find the unknown that we want to find first, then slowly we find a relationship. Okay, using your answers from part 1 and part 2, find the sum of the angles A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Oh, you need to find the sum of all these angles out. Okay, let me see, right? What do I know? I know that this angle over here is C plus E plus D minus 180. I know that this one is, oh, actually, I just know that this whole thing is 180 lah, correct or not? Right, then they ask me find the sum of everything, right? So I know that all the 5 angles, they say must use answer for part A, all the angles, all the 5 angles, angle A plus angle B plus angle G plus angle, what is this one? F. Oh, that one is angle F, right? Oh, I covered it away. Plus the angle DEF, which is C plus E plus D minus 180. This is the angle CF. This is this angle over here. Then the remaining over here, this part is just 180 degree, right? So just go and add 180 degree. The whole thing, all the angles here is equals to 540. Okay, everything is equals to 540. So now let me try to simplify. A plus B plus G plus F plus C plus E plus D. 180. Eh? No more. Equals to the number 540. Eh? This is what I have. Do you all get the same answer as me? Do you all get the same answer as me? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yes, same answer. Same
No.
answer then. No, not same answer. Then what answer do you get? No,
I didn't attempt 3 because I failed on 2.
Then what about the rest? Anyone got a similar answer? Yeah, no, y'all no response one. Do y'all find what I'm writing logical? Hello? Yes, no. Yes, so this is I only got this answer. I got no other answers really. I add everything out. I really get 540. Later then I go and see the answers key, see whether correct or not lah. Okay, so I'm left with, so this is my answer. I got no other answer already. Okay, is this the last page? Yeah, this is the last page. Okay, with that, then if there's no question, then I'm done for the day. Happily. Okay, if you have any other questions, you can ask me separately. If not, then thank you very much for attending for today's session. Okay, there will be no more remedial for this week. I'll try to record the explanations for the remaining of the papers and post it on videos. Then I'll post them on Google Classroom if I have them. Okay, can? Right, if not, then times 9:54. I overrun a little bit. Thank you very much for attending lesson. Bye-bye.
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 Happy holiday.
Bye.